Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Sampson. They stripped it out. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble, but man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Gonna run it, it's Sampson. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Good job by the defense, though. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. And the Volunteers have enough for the 1st down.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage. Or do I go for it on 4th down? I like to go for it, personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big 1st down.
And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a fourth down.
And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on the fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you start the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
On the run, it's Edwards. And he... Just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown Volunteers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out.
Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Orji. And And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, Paul.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's a great play call there, guys. I love it. Listen, they didn't get the 1st down, but this QB sneak on the very next play is going to get it, and this drive's going to keep going.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Edwards. Got room at the 35. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Tennessee 14, Michigan 0.
1st down to start the drive after the break. They're going to ride this running back.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding, all right? This offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Looking deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Hard running there. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on...
Touchdown, Michigan! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt.
Looking downfield, it's Orji. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on first down. Not out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Edwards. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Gets it out quickly. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner? Taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Trying to get the edge on the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They'll try the run. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown Volunteers! And once he found daylight. Bar the door, Ben. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. Gonna take a shot. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. On the move, it's Sampson. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but in the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting him to play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Here's first and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Tennessee 25, Michigan 10.
The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it.